Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's session, we will be discussing AWS Service Quotas, what they are, how to view them, and how to request quota increases. We will also cover the limits associated with these quotas and guide you on where to find them within your AWS account. AWS Service Quotas is a service that allows you to view and manage the maximum number of resources or operations you can use within your AWS account. These quotas, also known as limits, exist to prevent overutilization of services and resources, ensuring that your cloud infrastructure maintains reliability and performance. Viewing quotas. You can easily view the default quotas for various AWS services in your account. Each AWS service has its own quota, which dictates how many resources you can provision or actions you can perform within a given region or account. Requesting quota increases. If your workloads require more resources than the default quotas, you can request an increase directly from the Service Quotas console. Notifications and alerts. You can set up Amazon CloudWatch alarms to notify you when your resource usage is approaching the set quota for a particular service. This helps you proactively manage your cloud infrastructure and avoid disruptions. There are two primary types of service quotas. Account-specific quotas. These quotas apply to your entire AWS account, regardless of region. Region-specific quotas. These quotas are specific to a particular AWS region, meaning they limit resources only within that region. Automatic quota increases. For some AWS services, quotas may be automatically increased based on your usage patterns. For example, if you consistently use close to your quota limits, AWS may raise those limits without requiring a manual request. Here are a few examples of the common AWS service quotas. Amazon EC2 limits the number of running instances, elastic IP addresses, and other resources within a specific region or account. Amazon RDS limits the number of DB instances or the amount of storage you can allocate within a region. Amazon S3 limits the number of buckets you can create in a region. These quotas are particularly important in environments such as production, UAT staging, or development environments where you may need to provision multiple resources. Sometimes, when creating resources through AWS CloudFormation or Terraform templates, you may encounter quota-related errors. For instance, you might receive an error message stating that you've exceeded your allowed number of instances or resources, causing your deployment to fail. In such cases, you'll need to go to the AWS Service Quotas console to request an increase. This tutorial will guide you through the steps to view and manage service quotas in your AWS account. Your AWS account has default quotas for each service, specific to each AWS region. You can request quota increases for some services, though certain quotas cannot be adjusted. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a clear understanding of how to view and manage these quotas. Before you begin, make sure you have an active AWS account. If you haven't set one up yet, refer to our previous video where we walk you through the steps to create an AWS account. Steps to access and customize the Service Quotas dashboard. Log in to your AWS account and navigate to the Service Quotas dashboard. You can search for service quotas using the search bar in the AWS Management Console. Once in the dashboard, you can customize it by selecting the services you want to monitor. Click on Modify Dashboard and choose which services you want to include as cards on the dashboard. Review quotas for each service. Select the specific AWS service from the list, and you will see the quota details such as the default value, applied value, and whether the quota is adjustable. If the applied value is not displayed, a dash will be shown in its place. Requesting a quota increase. Once you've identified the service quota you want to increase, click on the quota name. Enter the new value you'd like. The new value must be greater than the current value. And then submit the request. Confirmation. After submitting your request, you'll receive a confirmation message. The AWS support team will process your request, and once approved, the new quota limit will be applied to your account. If you encounter an urgent situation, such as a production issue, and need to immediately increase a service quota, you can contact AWS support directly. However, Keep in mind that to access premium support, you must have a valid AWS support plan. With a support plan, you can open a support ticket and request an expedited quota increase. That concludes this tutorial on AWS Service Quotas. By now, you should have a good understanding of how to view, manage, and request quota increases for your AWS account. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more cloud computing tutorials. We'll be back with another video soon, covering a new topic. Stay tuned.